edition of the Red Sarachek Tournament is sponsored by Yeshiva University's Office of Undergraduate Admissions, the Office of the President and the Center for the Jewish Future. Yeshiva University, nowhere but here.
Ranked Katz High School Storm from Boca Raton, Florida, and the 16th ranked Kohelet Kings from Philadelphia. Now, both of these two teams, they've been in the tournament before. They're kind of like veterans. How do you think this experience will affect not only this game, but for the rest of the tournament?
Well, like as we know, this is a competition for a spot in the Tier 2 tournament, and these teams do have Sarachek experience. So these guys are coming in, they know what's at stake, they know what fans at home are expecting, and we're definitely going to see a highly competitive matchup, and these players are going to leave it all out there on the court.
Yeah, it should definitely be a great game. Now, Kohelet, they won the Tier 4 championship last year, but I think this year they're going to start to be looking to do more.
Alternatively, Katz wanted to make a deep run in Tier 1 last year. They fell short. Unfortunately, they didn't get a chance to compete in Tier 1 this year, but that means that you can definitely expect to see them try their best to bring that Tier 2 trophy home and prove to everyone that they really belonged in Tier 1.
Now, we see a bit of a parallel between the two teams. On the Kohelet side, they're missing Ian Schwartz, captain, point guard, leader. And on the Boca side, they're missing star point guard leader Ethan Lasko. They both graduated last year. Now, for the Kohelet side, Ian Schwartz was such a great point guard for them. He really controlled the pace. He got his teammates involved, really got the offense moving. And Ethan Lasko on the other side, the dynamite scorer. Could hit it from three, could drive in, use his speed, get fouled, get to the line. Now, these kind of attributes are going to be hard to replicate, but we're excited to see who's going to step up.
Despite that, the Kings were able to bounce back. They have been scoring an impressive 60 points per game as a team, and they've seen a higher paced offense. And on the other hand, the Storm saw a sliver of success. They're a whole new squad. They lost all 7 of their key players to graduation, and they won their first annual home tournament.
We're excited for a great day, game, and tournament. Katz vs. Kohelet coming up next.
As much as Step It Up is an intense basketball training camp, and it is, we have a great off-the-court curriculum designed. From everyday electives, we have a think, work, and chill approach. Every day from 2 to 4 p.m., your sons can be involved in everything from SAT prep, ACT prep, reading, math, and English tutoring. If he has a bar mitzvah coming up in the fall or winter, we have bar mitzvah lessons with our camp rabbi. That's the think approach. If he wants to work, we have basketball private training, we have more speed training, pool workouts, maybe tennis, maybe golf off campus, football, soccer, baseball. If he wants to chill, hammocks, ping pong, pool.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the first game of this 2018 Red Sarachek Tournament. We're about to tip off between the Katz Storm and the Kohelet Kings from Philadelphia. At the tip, Judah Esses and number 35, Jonah Tripp. Jonah Tripp gets the tip, and it is controlled by number 3, Jonah Lasko. Pearl to Berger. Berger kicks it out to Tripp. They're looking inside for big man Kahana, and there's a foul called on Kohelet.
We might be seeing a lot of those fouls as we go on throughout the game. The Storm is clearly bigger than the Kings out here. They got these big men on the inside, whereas the Kings play more of a small ball type. And you can see even with that steal and that bucket from the Storm and one bucket that this is going to be a challenge for the Kings throughout the game.
Yeah, we see the Storm coming immediately out in a press. They smell blood. They're ready to go in this game.
This goes back a little bit to what we were saying about that experience. The Storm have been here. They know what's going on. They know what they got to do.
Andrew Pearl at the line shooting one after the made basket. Free throw is no good. Rebound by the big man Kahana. Kahana looks to go up. Puts it in for an early 4-point lead for Katz, and they will reset the press.
It's very early, but it already looks like the Kings might not have an answer for the Katz big men down low.
Greenberg to Benjamini. Benjamini drives. No foul called. Gets his own offensive rebounds. Loses the ball. Kicks it out to reset to Nathan Greenberg. Now this is where it's going to be interesting to see how the loss of Ian Schwartz is going to affect their offense. They don't really have that point guard who can really control it. Esses at the top of the key looks to drive, puts it up, and no good. Rebound by the big man Kahana. Kahana looking for a pass, being double teamed, gives it up to Berger. Berger to Pearl. Pearl being guarded tightly by R.A. Lipschutz. And the steal by Benjamini. We saw him do that a ton last year. Such a grit and grind guy. Benjamini goes up and puts it in over Berger for the first basket of the game for Kohelet.
That's just a great effort there by Kohelet. They're coming out here. They're showing a lot of heart. They are on the smaller side of schools, not many students, but they clearly have selected their best talent, and they're out here looking for a win.
And we just saw Kohelet go out and start doing their press. This should be a really high-paced game. A lot of steals, a lot of baskets. Berger swings it now inside to Kahana. Kahana looks to go up, and he puts it in easily over Benjamini. This is going to be such a tough matchup for Benjamini.
It's already 4 points for Kahana. It really already looks like they've got no answers.
And now the triple team, and he gets out of it. Now they got a mismatch. Greenberg goes up, and he is fouled.
Yeah, despite that foul, the Storm is already looking like they're going to play some great defense today, not giving up any easy buckets, playing great transition defense.
Great composure by Lipschutz, getting out of that triple team and freeing up Greenberg to get to the lane and get fouled. First one is up and good for Greenberg. Let's cut it to a 3-point game. Subbing into the game is number 30, Daniel Portnoy, coming in for David Kahana. Second one is up and good for Greenberg. Now Kohelet in their press. Berger loses the ball. Picked up by Ben Shusham. Ben Shusham puts it up. The basket will not count. And it looks like there was a foul called on the floor against Kohelet. A little bit of confusion here.
Looks like it was a loose ball foul.
Loose ball foul. Katz has the ball. Inbound to Pearl. Sorry, Lasko. Lasko throws it up quickly to number 35, Jonah Tripp. Jonah Tripp looks inside for Portnoy. Portnoy puts it up and puts it in over Benjamini again. Man, Benjamini, as I've been talking about him a little bit before, he can really rebound and really defend, but this might be a little bit too tough of a task as the foul is called, drawn by R.E. Lipschutz.
Yeah, I mean, Portnoy came right in, scored a bucket right away. Maybe we'll see some big contribution from him off the bench.
He's their backup center. You know, it looks like they're really going to pound it inside. So that's going to be their game plan for today. Esses looking to drive, kicks it out to Lipschutz. Lipschutz kicks it out to open Benjamini. Benjamini, great ball movement, puts it up and puts it in. There's Benjamini getting his revenge on the big man. Berger looking up to pass, being guarded tightly by Ben Shushan. Pearl, ball tipped away, being guarded tightly by Esses. This Kohelet team is relentless. They will not give up any open looks. Pearl chucks up a long three, and it is off the rim, and it is a foul called on Weinbaum, or Katz, I'm sorry. It's Katz now. Katz sets up their press.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be going with the press here a lot. They clearly are aware of Kohelet's fast-paced offense, and they're trying to do their best to contain that.
Nice pass So assist from Benjamini to tie the game up at 8. Here comes Lasco, dribbling up the court, and he throws it away looking for Portnoy. Now, we talked about the press for both teams. Now, on the Katz side, they got a very deep bench. You could see about 10 guys sitting there. You know, maybe the coach will rotate guys in and out to keep fresh legs. On the Kohelet side, we don't really see so much of the bench. But nice pass to Lifshitz, and he trips up, picked up by Berger. Berger dribbles around, loses the ball, picks it back up, looks for a pass, and it is stolen by Greenberg. Greenberg with a full head of steam, looking for the fast break. Nice play, and he puts it up and one. Nady G, can never forget that. Had a great tournament last year en route to their Tier 4 championship. And he will head to the line for an and one. Checking into the game is number 4, Jacob Schulman, and number 10, A.B. Betesh. As Greenberg steps in the line to shoot his one. Free throws up and is good, and Greenberg is 3 for 3 from the line, and that will give Kohelet a 3-point lead.
Greenberg already with a couple of points there, already showing that he's looking like the leader of Kohelet out here.
As the shot is missed by Lasco, picked up by Tripp. Tripp tries to feed it into Portnoy, and turnover for Katz.
Katz already with a couple mistakes here early on in the game.
And an errant pass, and it is laid up and in easily by Jonah Lasco. Probably the easiest basket he's going to get for this entire game. Long ball, Benjamin, nice pass again to Lifshitz. Lifshitz, he is fouled. The Katz bench thought it was a block. The refs did not think otherwise. Great heads-up play by Benjamin, and great outlet pass from Greenberg, making up for his last errant pass. And they got out to, and now Lifshitz is at the free throw line, shooting 2.
Kohelet back on the line yet again.
Lifshitz calmly sinks the free throw. One of the 4 seniors in this starting lineup. I think that experience is going to be really good for them. You know, I guess they've been playing together for a while. You know, you can see by their passing as he misses the second, lead by 2, and they're up on the brink. Betesh running the break, lays it up easily. The small guy getting easily in. You can see his quickness. Another nice outlet pass to Lifshitz. Lifshitz looking to attack, and he misses the layup. Rebound by Portnoy. Portnoy gives it up to Schulman. Schulman drives through everyone and lays it up and in. Katz looking to push. Esses throws it up to Ben Shoshan. And Shoshan throws it up to Lifshitz, and Lifshitz cannot navigate the pass.
The Katz fans very happy here by their current playing as they are leading by 2 with 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Subbing into the game, Justin Badushansky.
Betesh inbounding. Betesh looks like he's an excellent passer, and as we saw a couple of plays ago, he has immense speed, very quick. We should be seeing a lot of that throughout today's game.
And a foul called on Kohelet. A lot of little fouls going on. As you can see, Katz is already in the bonus. Sorry, Kohelet is already in the bonus.
I think Katz should be in it soon also.
Well, they got 3 fouls. They got a little bit ways to go. But if they keep attacking and keep pushing the ball. Oh, what a steal by Esses. Esses looking to drive, puts it up, and puts it in. The little guy, nice play, great steal. And the outlet pass to Lasco. Lasco looking to push. Dumps it off to Portnoy. Portnoy lays it up easily, and Katz is back up.
Excellent communication going on here by Katz's small guys and their big guys.
Esses again. Nice dump off. No good by Badushansky. Scramble for the ball. Picked up, given to Betesh. Betesh looking to drive. Nice pass to Lasco, and Lasco puts it up to increase Katz's lead by 4.
It's already a couple of assists. Beautiful assists by Betesh.
Another great pass by this Kohelet team, and he cannot finish the layup. Picked up by Schulman. Schulman drives. Nice dish to Tripp. Tripp.
Called for travel.
Tripp traveled.
A lot of great looks so far here for the Kings, but they can't seem to finish despite the great passes. They seem a little nervous coming out here today. 4 seniors, maybe they came off the bench last year, aren't so used to seeing the court for so long out here in this year.
Greenberg keeps finding that soft spot in the break. Number 11, ball tipped and it's out of bounds. Number 11, who just checked in, Yoni Bierig, a senior. Another senior on this team. I'm looking down the list of the roster, and they got senior and senior and senior. We talked about in the pregame before, these seniors, they're going to be looking to do more than last year. That's always what you strive for, do your best as a senior, because this is your last game. This is your last chance to really put your stamp on your school's history.
Yeah, and these guys definitely have some experience playing together. They've probably been playing together since junior varsity.
Pass back to Greenberg. Greenberg, ball tipped away. Picked up by Lifshutz. Swung around to number 11. Puts it up. He misses the layup. Rebound by Lifshutz. The ball knocked out of bounds. Number 11, that is Yoni Bierik.
Another example of a great look. They're just a little bit nervous here. They just got to settle down, keep their head in the game, and hit these layups.
Greenberg looking to inbound. Pass to Bierik. Bierik looking to drive on a smaller Lasko. Puts it up over Lasko, and it is no good. The up and under move did not work.
Bierig is out here to play. He's not afraid to put up shots despite coming off the bench. He's looking to make an impact.
And there's a foul on Kohelet. Blocking foul. Greenberg tried to draw a charge. He saw that they're being very aggressive on the drive and thought he could slip in and get an easy turnover for them.
It was a good idea, but he did not execute it quite correctly. It would have been a great situation for Kohelet as they're down 4 here with 2 minutes left.
Now checking into the game, freshman point guard Isaac Melman. Man, for a freshman to be stepping onto this big stage must be really exciting for him.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. Not many freshmen see the courts of Sarachek, but when they do, we definitely see the development throughout their 4 years in high school.
Jacob Schulman inbounding. Gives it to Betesh. Betesh swings it to Lasko. Lasko setting up the offense, looking patient, gets a pick from Portnoy, pops the long three, and it bounces off the top of the hoop and goes out of bounds back to Kohelet.
We usually see a lot of threes go up in Sarachek games, but we're seeing a limited amount today.
Well, they've been getting a ton of layups on the press. Usually on a fast break, or when you're breaking a press, you don't pull up for three. We'll see if they change that because, Kohelet's been missing a lot of layups inside. And just as I said that, Bierig drives in for a nice layup to break the press once again.
Again, Bierig putting up another shot. Not nervous at all here. Very excited to come out and play.
Betesh with a full head of steam. And the foul on Kohelet on the floor.
Betesh is just zooming by all of his defenders here. Really quick guy, possibly the fastest guy on the court. It's clearly working out for them. He's able to draw a foul. And now Schulman inbounding.
Gives it up to number 23, Brandon Munter, who just checked into the game. Lasko looking to drive on Benjamini. Throws up a wild shot. Picked up our Portnoy. Portnoy inside. And there is a foul called on Kohelet. Their 5th personal.
It's nice that the Katz team can rely on their big men to be inside and be boxing out. That was quite a circus shot. They're quite lucky that they were able to get that rebound and get the ball back.
Now, it's really interesting to see, Kahana, their big man, he stepped out of the game, and, Kohelet probably thought, the big man's out. We'll get some rebounds, but Portnoy has been doing a fantastic job on the rebounds. And I just said that. Oh, and he misses the layup. Great feed by Betesh, and Lifshutz looks to break, finds an open Bierig up the floor, and he is fouled. Great pass by Lifshutz. Lifshutz has been fantastic this game, breaking the press, making nice passes.
Most of the Kings' shots here have come off a fast break. It's just an insanely high-paced offense. It looks like it's tiring out the Storm a little bit.
Well, like I said before, they have a very deep bench. We'll see how confident the coach is in their younger players, in their bench players.
It's always great to come out and have fresh legs. You're fresh on defense, can keep up with your opponents.
Speaking of which, they have 2 guys checking in. Bierig, first one is up, and it is no good. Checking into the game is Berger and Tripp. Checking out is Portnoy. Portnoy, what a great job getting applause from the fans. He truly deserves it. Bierig sinks the second one to cut it to a 1-point lead.
Like you said, we're expecting to see a lot of rotation between the Storm here to keep up with a fast pace, and we're already seeing a lot of changes between their big men. Berger coming in after checking out in the same quarter.
Active hands by Kohelet, stolen by Lifshutz. Let's see what Lifshutz can do. Swings it to Betashansky. Betashansky to Melman. Melman looks to drive. Gives it back to Bierig to reset the offense. Oh, throws it inside, and he puts it in. That's number 21, Ari Lifshutz. I can't believe I forgot that name. He's been doing everything. Betesh showing off his handles on Bierig. Finds a hole. Finds an open shooter. And the three is good. The first one of the game for number 23, Brandon Munzer off the bench.
Betesh is doing a great job of finding his open teammates. Clearly a true point guard here, really helping out the Storm.
8 seconds left. Benjamini puts it up and puts it in. 4 seconds. Here comes Betesh. He crosses over, throws up a full court shot, and it is no good. Tie game here, really exciting, really fast pace. And we will go to commercial, and we will see you guys at the beginning of the second quarter.
I'm Sarah Torgerman, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. The reason why I decided to come to Yeshiva University is because I wanted to continue my Jewish studies. I'm studying business intelligence and marketing analytics. Within that field, I see the opportunity to master data analytics, which I feel that's so relevant in today's marketplace. In the past year, I've held 2 internships, one doing market research for a specialty food company, and the other doing merchandising for a wholesale jewelry company. On campus, I'm a proud member of the Tamid Group, which teaches me business leadership principles to allow me to consult for Israeli startups. I've had an amazing experience here so far, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of my time at YU.
Hi.
And we are back here at the Max Stern Athletic Center for the 2018 Red Sarachek Tournament. We got a great game here between Katz High School, Yeshiva High School, and the Kohelet Kings. Tied at 21, we've seen a lot of fast breaks here. Not only because of the steals, but because these teams, they keep pressing, but each of them have these small dynamic players that can break it with one person.
Yeah, it's a very intriguing matchup. The teams have very different strengths. The Storm relies heavily on their big men and on Betesh's passing, whereas the Kings really play as a unit and just run and turn on their jets and get out there as fast as they can, try to beat the press.
We see Lifshutz. He's been fantastic this game. Not really a name I remember from last year, but definitely making an impact this year. As the Fuse Mizrahi Mayhem comes into the gym, getting ready for their game against Mesivta of Philadelphia. Going to watch this game in anticipation. Every team, when they come onto this court, feels a vibe, no matter if it's Tier 1 or Tier 4.
You can really feel the competition in the air.
Now, my first time stepping into this gym, it was a Tier 1 game. It was Weinbaum at the time versus Kohelet. And I just remember the atmosphere was insane. And now Betesh brings up the ball. Being guarded by Melman, the freshman. Almost crosses him up, but doesn't. Ball swung to number 23, Munter, who hit the 3 earlier. Gives it to Berger. Berger misses the 3. Picked up by Melman. Melman looks to drive past Pearl. Pearl not standing his ground. Gives it to Bierig. Bierig swings it to Benjamini. Benjamini to Bedeshansky. Bedeshansky. Melman tries to beat Munter off the dribble. Cannot. And we have a shot clock violation. That's a new aspect to this, or not new, but since last year, newish aspect to this Red Sarachek tournament. You know, it would be mentioned a ton throughout the tournament, and you know, I get to mention it for the first time this year.
For good reason. It's a great addition to the tournament. We saw a lot of slow, long possessions in the first 20 or so years of the tournament, and fans complained they didn't like what they were seeing. Teams were holding the ball for entire quarters, and the committee decided to add the shot clock, and it was a great decision by them.
Pearl drives, and offensive foul. Great play by Benjamini. I saw him do that at least 5 times in the 2 games that I covered Kohelet last year. Benjamini not being fazed by the early big men scoring on him, and he makes a great play.
Katz still out here with the press, and it's successful as they put it up, and they blow another rebound, put it up again, and it's good. The and one. The press just doing wonders for Katz out here.
Munter missing that layup, but great follow-up by number 21, Andrew Pearl.
Just earned himself a trip to the line.
Yeah, really earned himself a trip to the line as Katz goes back up on top. Taking into the game, it's number 14, Eric Dalitsky for the first time.
free throw is good.
Free throw is good by Pearl. And they will continue to press in this second quarter. Sometimes we usually see that if they press in the first quarter, they might ease up a little bit towards the end of the game, but no, they're not letting up. And a double team, Lifshutz finds, no, and it is stolen by Tripp. Tripp, nice pass up to Lasko, and Lasko easily lays it up and in for a 5-point lead for Katz. Melman throws it up to Dolitsky. Dolitsky throws a nice pass to Badashansky. Badashansky inside to Benjamini. Benjamini pump fake, puts it up and in. He may be small, but he is strong.
Kohelet puts a stop to Katz's 5-0 run to start this quarter. They finally get a bucket, and Betesh brings the ball down, puts it up, and it's no good.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Katz. No, sorry, it will go to Kohelet. Man, we talked about Betesh a little bit before the quarter started. Man, he is so fast. You know, it's really smart that this coach is using him because, man, and we just see it here. He tips the ball away, and a steal picked up by Berger.
Just a very smart player, has a feel of where the ball is going to go and where he can put the ball.
Shot up by Berger is no good. Rebounded by Melman. Melman throws another errant pass, and he's quickly gets the steal. Throws it up to Lifshutz. Here comes Lifshutz looking to make a play. Lifshutz, nice pass to the corner. 3-ball by the lefty is no good. That 3-ball was off by Badashansky. Now quickly up the floor. Here comes Lasko and lays it up easily for another 5-point lead, and a timeout called by the Kohelet Kings. They do not like what they're seeing.
Great idea by the Kohelet coach to call this timeout, talk things over. The team is acting a lot less confident than they were in the first quarter when they ended with a tie. Storm has just come out and really has been beating them up with the steals, the press, and the fast breaks.
I mentioned a little bit ago that some teams ease up on the break after the first quarter, but obviously this coach, he saw that, you know, we're faster, we're stronger than this Kohelet team. We're going to keep pressing, and it has obviously paid off.
We got word from our sideline reporter, Quacky Schulman, that Kohelet is stressing defense and rebounding. That's great words of wisdom by their coach. They definitely need to work on their rebounding. We've seen a lot of offensive rebounds by the Storm here. Their defense also needs some work. They came into this quarter a little bit flustered. As I mentioned, the Storm came out with a 5-0 run as the ball is being inbounded again by the Kings.
Dolitsky throws a long pass to Badashansky. Badashansky quickly double teamed, and he throws another errant pass past Pearl to Munter. Munter cannot hold the ball. Nice effort play. Oh, and he traveled as he rolled on the floor. But great effort by Katz.
Great sportsmanship by the two teams, helping each other up when they fall.
That's what you want to see.
Definitely.
Great sportsmanship.
Well, that was an example of Kohelet stressing their defense. They did a good job to force a Katz turnover.
They have to be careful not to do too many turnovers. As another almost steal there. Benjamini drives, pump fakes. That's his bread and butter, but it's no good this time. Picked up by Pearl. Triple team stolen by Benjamini. He puts it up. Benjamini is everywhere in this game.
He's back on the line shooting too.
You know, these guys are fearless. They really are. You know, he misses that jumper, but he continues to fight and gets that rebound and eventually gets fouled and put on the line. As he cannot connect on the first free throw.
Just want to give a quick shout out to my parents watching all the way from Los Angeles at 7:30 a.m. for my first career broadcast. Thank you for tuning in.
My parents will get a shout out later. Don't worry. Shooting one. Kohelet trying to cut this deficit. Benjamini, the second free throw, bounces all the way around the rim and finally falls. Pearl up to Lasko. Lasko pushing. Gives it up to Munter. Munter gives it to Tripp. Tripp getting double teamed. And another travel called. Man, that defense that the Kohelet coach was stressing has really been paying off.
Yeah, and in general, we're seeing a lot of turnovers here in this game. These two teams seem to be just be playing great defense on each other.
Hey, that's the press for you.
Exactly.
Melman passes it up to Benjamini. Benjamini pass fakes behind the back. Being guarded by Pearl. Back up to, or swung to Lifshutz. Badashansky. Badashansky tries to pass it inside, and it is kicked.
Berger does not like the call. Seems to think it was hit by a Kohelet player. From our view, it looked like it was kicked by Berger.
They're always fighting for those extra possessions.
Every possession counts.
Lifshutz swings it to Melman. Melman looking to get past the great defense from Berger. Cannot ball swung back to Lifshutz. Lifshutz drives, puts up a wild layup, and he puts it in, fading to his right. Makes a nice adjustment in midair and puts it in. And now the press, Melman trying to get the ball from Berger. Berger is out of control, gets it up to Pearl after a missed double team, and Pearl throws it away. Betashansky up the court. Let's see what he can do here. Puts it up, no good. Gets the ball back up, and it looks like he was out of bounds when he got the ball.
You know,
And
sometimes not getting a call is good for the player because it fires the player up and they just put a ton more effort into it. And you can see that in Berger, the last 2 possessions played very aggressive, intense defense, and it worked out great for the Storm. So maybe that missed call was a blessing in disguise.
Now, thank you to our sponsor, Clip Keepers, for their sponsorship of their new our new Keepers, and for the sponsorship of the Keepers for all the players. They also are They are also sponsoring our Clip Keepers inbox. Please email us at feedback@maxlive.com with any shout-outs, comments, questions, or concerns about our broadcast.
As Lasko hits a bucket inside, and Kohelet re-inbounds the ball.
Lifshutz looks up to Melman. Melman, nice pass to the corner. 3 ball up from Betashansky is no good. Great rebound by Pearl, getting over the overly aggressive Benjamini. Berger drives, finally gets to the hole, and he puts it in.
There's that fire I mentioned by Berger. It ignited a flame. He's out here to play.
Man, these guys are fearless, as I keep saying it over and over. As another steal by Lasko is no good. Offensive rebound put up by Munter. And this lead has inflated to 8. Kohelet better do something before this game gets out of hand. Ben Shoshan back into the game. Swings it to Benjamini. Looks for the shot. Kicks it out to Betashansky, and Betashansky traveled. Now, talking about how these guys are fearless, we saw multiple times Berger has been caught up in the half court, and he's been a little bit out of control with his dribbling. Finally finds the hole and gets to the line, or gets his layup that he's been trying to get so much.
Yeah, it was about time for him.
Steal by Lifshutz. Nice pass to Melman. Melman lays it up and in.
Great layup there by Melman.
Freshman's first 2 points of the tournament and the game. Pearl looking to push, puts it up, and his short rebound by Dolitsky, stolen by Portnoy. And great pass inside to Pearl. Pearl puts it up and in.
We're seeing great efforts by Pearl. He actually did not start at the beginning of the season, but he's a starter here in the tournament. It's clear that is due to his intense effort and dedication he's showing out here on the court.
And Lifshutz puts it up and in, raises through the Weinbaum defense, or Katz defense, and a steal by Melman. Melman goes up with no fear, lays it up and in, and it is back to a 4-point game.
As my friend Shlomo Beitner likes to say, that was a dope layup. Shout out to him.
David Ben Sosen checks into the game, and there's another turnover by these Cats.
Great call by the referee. Sometimes those initial step travels are a little hard to see, but he kept his eyes open, and he made the call. Kohelet with the ball now.
Checking into the game, number 13, Max Lewis, and number 33, Jonah Tripp. Haven't really seen David Kahana that much in this one. I guess with the small size of Kohelet, it's been really causing a problem as Melman drives right in and gets fouled. Can cut this lead to 2 with a little bit over 2 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, the freshman Melman here, not scared at all. A little bit undersized at 5'7", but he's getting inside. He's guarding his guys very well, and he's shooting his free throws here.
First one is up for Melman, and it is no good. Do not want to miss these free throws. These are the opportunities. They're getting fouled a lot, Kohelet. They've been making some to miss them. I'd say they're about 50% from the line. Got to get to that 100%.
Yeah, every free throw is crucial.
Second one is good, just as I said that. Cut it to a 3-point game. Betesh back into the game. The press breaker himself slows up the offense. And he stepped out of bounds.
Sometimes when you're such a quick player like Betesh, it happens often where you get a little flustered with your feet and you might step out of bounds because you're just trying to get that initial step and get going.
Yeah, he's moving at 1,000 miles per hour this whole entire game.
Very quick player.
Melman being guarded by Betesh. 2 small guys. Gives it out to Benjamini. Benjamini being guarded tight. Now Melman drives, ball poked away. Gives up to Dolitsky. Dolitsky kicks it out to Lifshutz. Lifshutz puts up, and it is blocked by Tripp. Tripp standing at 6'3", You know, we see Tripp, you know, he's a big guy, but he's been standing around the perimeter a lot on offense.
Yeah, that block was perfectly aggressive. We definitely want to see way more of that. I'm sure that would make his coaches very happy.
Badashansky kicks it out to Lifshitz. Lifshitz, nice pass to Badashansky, Benjamini, who's blocked, picked up by Pro, stolen back by Badashansky puts it up, and it is a rebound by Katz. Pushing it up the floor is Jacob Schulman. Schulman finds room, gives it up to Tripp inside, and the ball rims in and out. Picked up by Dolitsky. Dolitsky gives it up to Melman. Melman, ball knocked away to Benjamini, and there is a foul called on Katz, and that will put Benjamini at the line for a double bonus.
Yeah, that scuffle just now put 4 guys on the floor. As we mentioned before, these guys know it's at stake. We mentioned this in the pregame. This is to qualify for Tier 2. Both these teams out here trying to prove themselves. They're putting it all out there. They're jumping on the floor for the ball because they know every possession counts, and they need to win this game if they want to move on to Tier 2.
Very high-scoring first quarter. This quarter has, been a little bit cut in half as Benjamini calmly sinks the first free throw to cut it to a 2-point game. Yeah,
we were definitely expecting a high-scoring game. As we mentioned, the Kings do average 60 points per game, very high for a high school team, and the Storm's just doing a great job at keeping up as he hits the second free throw.
Nice play by Benjamini. We talk about how important free throws are. Great outlet pass, and the ball is thrown. Another errant throw, another turnover by Katz. They need to settle down. Max Lewis, the junior, who's into the game.
Yeah, a little bit of a high pass for Tripp. He is 6'3", but it's important to remember that he might not be able to jump so high.
Benjamini, nice spin move, and and Kohelet takes the lead after being down by 8 earlier this quarter with under 2 minutes left.
He's just showing so much heart, constantly inside, relentless, putting up shots, getting buckets. As he takes the charge, so much heart from this player. He is here to win this game.
That is his second charge of the game, Benjamini.
You mentioned last year that he got a bunch of those. We'll probably see a bunch more, not only today, but in the rest of the tournament.
Well, he's a very aggressive player, very strong, very athletic, but he's lacking in size. He has to make that up by playing great defense and putting his body on the line.
Yeah, you literally took the words out of my mouth. I was about to say he's putting his body on the line for this game and for the ball.
And he travels there. It's really interesting. We see Benjamini. He's been such a great player. Him and Lifshitz for this Kohelet team. You know, whenever he gets the ball on the outside, he always seems to pump fake and drive. I'm wondering if he'll ever pull up from 3 or hit a long 2, because that could be really great for Kohelet if he could do that. Really spread the floor. Nice pass by Schulman. Is missed shot by Berger, who could not handle the initial pass, had struggled getting it up, and the ball will go back to Katz with under a minute left.
The Katz fans really piling in, just want to see a win from their Storm out here.
Schulman, nice pass, and number 25, David Sousen, is fouled, and will go to the line for 2 to look to give Katz back the lead.
And score his first points of the game. This is our first time seeing him out here today. Another big man in the rotation, playing minutes here in the first half.
Yeah, 6-foot junior, stepping into the spotlight. First calmly sinks the first one. And we don't really see a lot of seniors around up and down this Katz Storm roster. You know, they're going to have to rely on these younger guys.
It seems like these younger guys don't lack the confidence needed to play out here in Sarachek as he misses the second free throw.
This is the second one, and an ill-advised decision by Jonah Tripp on that rebound, being aggressive, and that will put Kohelet back to the line for 2 shots, 94 feet away from the basket.
Again, the effort by Benjamini, and he gets to the line because the Kings are in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus here with 52 seconds left in the first half, and it is a tied game.
Benjamini to the line where he's pretty much lived this whole game.
This whole first half, yeah, he hits the first one.
Nice stroke. That's a stroke that I'm talking about. You know, I feel like he can really hit that outside shot. Really spread the floor for this Kohelet team. As the second one is up. And it is good, after initially it looked like it was going to fall out.
Both teams shooting around 65% free throws.
Showman, nice pass back to Tripp, and Tripp easily puts it up and in with 46 seconds left to tie the game.
Great transition play by the Storm on that last play.
Ball knocked away, and great defense by Schulman to knock the ball away from Lifshitz.
Yeah, great effort by Schulman there.
one of the few mistakes by Lifshutz. We've seen Lifshutz break that double team so many times. As the ball's knocked away, Benjamini, picked up by Katz, picked up by Badashansky. Badashansky up the court to Dulitsky. Dulitsky cannot hit the layup with 30 seconds left. And
As the shot clock is no longer up, 23 seconds left. The Storm are probably looking to hold the ball and get the last shot.
And it looks like we have a timeout called by Katz Storm. Looks like they're going to set something up in a tight game. Every point matters. And so he has the timeouts. You might as well use them to set up a good play with 18 seconds left.
As we mentioned, we do have a Clip Keepa's inbox for questions or comments you'd like to ask the commentators. We would greatly appreciate some comments.
Yeah, if you have any comments or concerns, send it to us. You know, we like some compliments too. You know, we like to feel like we're doing a good job. Hopefully we are.
The assistant coach for Katz is decked out in Harlem Globetrotters gear. I think that indicates that he is or was a player for them. Definitely see that in the way Betesh plays. We saw he almost crossed up one of the Kohelet players earlier in the game. That was very exciting. I hope we see way more of that on both sides, honestly.
Hopefully we'll see some 360 dunks, some Harlem Globetrotter things going on, you know?
Looks like the coach of Katz, Coach Uri Yudowitz, just wanted to talk over the last play of this first half with his team as they are inbounding the ball. Pearl is inbounding.
Now Schulman gives it up to Berger. And Bedashansky is tripped up, given to Munter. Munter swings it back out top for Schulman. Schulman calling out his play, being guarded tight by Dulitsky. Pick set, and Schulman finds the crease, and he is fouled with 2 seconds left in the half.
A great drive there to earn himself a trip to the line. Hopefully he hits both. They are called free throws. This could really put them a little bit over the edge at halftime and give them a little bit of confidence that will be key in the second half.
Something to point out, there's a little bit of foul trouble for both teams. You see it's very high-paced as Schulman calmly sinks the free throw. Sorry. There are very high numbers in the fouls. You see we have 9 fouls on Kohelet and 10 fouls on Katz. That might be a little bit of a concern for these teams.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't want to have players foul out early in the second half. That definitely will take a toll on your team.
Second free throw is no good. And it is put in by Portnoy to end the half. We will send it over to the Katz sideline where Zach Schulman is with Coach Yudowitz. Yeah, come in. You gonna ball out today? Yes. Do you get playing time? I'm really looking for a couple.
Right away, or?
I saw you were playing.
What?
Oh, I'm so excited to watch you guys
All I
game.
do is shoot.
Number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're confident with everybody we got.
All right, sounds good. Good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you.
Send you to the Step It Up halftime show.
Welcome to Step It Up.
Welcome back to the Step It Up halftime report. We're going to talk a little bit about Step It Up. It's a camp based in Florida. This camp was designed for modern Orthodox Jews, basketball players from all over the country. We have players from every single Yeshiva League school, many third, fourth, and fifth years. They keep coming back. Camp is catered to boys, grades 3 to 12, and girls 7 to 12. You can either, the flexibility is a big thing for them. You could either go for 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, but just to be able to, they want campers to come. They don't want it to just be that's their summer. They really want the campers to come in and enjoy themselves, not worry about their other summer plans.
Yeah, I mean, despite that, most of them do come in for 4 to 6 weeks. Some coming in 2 and 3 weeks as well. But that way, they're, like you said, they're able to combine it and have other summer plans with their family or go to other camps. And it's interesting to note that many of the leading players on every single Yeshiva League team, as well as Yeshiva University Skyline champion team, attended Step It Up or worked at Step It Up in the summers. And on average, they have about 30 to 50 campers competing here at Sarachek each summer, including some of the best talents in the tournament.
And we will send it over to Quacky Shulman on the Kohelet side with Coach Katz. Back here at the Max Stern Athletic Center, rounding out the first half, we saw a very fast-paced game. Both teams putting up big numbers, 42 points and 39 points in the first half. That's that attests to their offense and to their fast breaks.
Yeah, one player in particular that we've seen that is extremely quick and fast, Betash, he does.
Almost single-handedly.
They're just being relentless, both inside, on the breaking through the press, on the fast break, not showing any weaknesses, showing a ton of heart.
One little aspect that we haven't seen so much is Nathan Greenberg, Nate G, such a big part of the Tier 4 championship last year. You know, he really maybe got into foul trouble, but really didn't see him so much in that first half as he inbounds the ball to Bierig, or to Esses. Sorry. Swings it to Benjamin in the corner. Double team coming from Berger and Tripp. Stolen by Berger. Tripp seemed to be hit. Berger pushing up the pace. Passes it up to Lasko. Lasko pump fakes. Great defense by Greenberg. Back to Berger. Berger puts it up, and he is fouled by Benjamini. And that will be Benjamini's third foul.
Kahana was looking for the ball. We saw very little of him in the first quarter with 2 quick buckets, but it looked like he sat out the rest of the game. Back here in the second half, we hope to see more of him and a lot more big buckets, as he is the tallest guy on the court, and he was beating up on the Kohelet players early in the second quarter.
Now, here's the thing about Ariel Berger, okay? He's 6 feet tall. You know, he's pretty tall for his position as he calmly sinks the first free throw to push it up to a 4-point lead. He's going up against Lifshutz, Esses, Melman. All these guys are 5'9" and under. So, I mean, like, maybe that might give him a little bit of problems, which you've seen him being a little out of control when he drives, because those small guys are having active hands and stealing the ball as he sinks the second one to push it up to a 5-point lead.
Right, like you said, he is bigger than them, but it doesn't seem like he has quite the handles to be bringing the ball up as he has been a couple times.
We have fans screaming defense. Greenberg misses the shot. Lifshutz offensive rebound. Great hustle back to Greenberg. Greenberg swings it to Lifshutz, being guarded by Berger. Lifshutz swings it up to Esses. Esses drives. And it is stolen by Berger. He was looking for Benjamini. They've been looking for him this whole time, and it is a jump ball, and it will go to the Katz Storm. Great hustle there by Berger, who's been pretty much everywhere in this game.
Yeah, really great effort. I really think it stems back to that one play where he didn't get the call and that fire just lit up, and now he's ready to prove himself, both the fans, the referees, his coaches, fellow players, and really just everyone watching.
Drive by Tripp. It is out of bounds and will stay with Katz.
Another attempt at a charge to force a charge by Joey Benjamini. Really just a good strategy there. It's not something that a lot of players do because players are a little scared to put their body on the line and maybe get injured, but he's a strong guy. He's even guarding the Storm's biggest guy right now, even though he's clearly undersized, and he's doing an excellent job.
He is doing an excellent
not letting
job.
them get the ball to him, yeah.
Lasko, nice dump pass to Kahana. Kahana puts it up, and it is no good. Rebound by Tripp, and he is hit. And there's foul on the floor.
Yeah, great defense there by Benjamini. At least 4 or 5 inches shorter than the Cats' big man, Kahana, and he still did not allow him to get the bucket.
Oh, and it looks like Kahana will be going up for 2. Oh. They called a shooting foul on that. Sorry, not Kahana, Tripp on the rebounds. Didn't really look like it was a shooting foul, but maybe in his attempt to tip the ball, maybe made it seem like he was shooting as he sinks the first one to push it up to a 6-point lead.
He did get hit in the face, though, so perhaps it was just a little bit of sympathy by the referees. Maybe we'll see a makeup call in the next coming plays.
Smart Jackson says, be consistent with your calls, refs.
100%.
And sinks the second one, push it up to a 7-point lead. Esses being double-teamed in the backcourt. Gives it up, and now Greenberg drives, puts it up, short, rebounded by Pearl. A scramble for the ball, picked up by Greenberg. He puts up a 3. It rolls around the rim, no good, and a foul is called on Katz. Wow. Interesting call there. Oh, I'm sorry. A little bit of confusion. Oh, they did have a foul called on Kohelet, as it looked like the Kohelet player went over the back.
It looks like Berger got upset with the call. It looks like that kind of tipped the refs the other way.
I mean, it was the right call. We clearly saw he went over the back. Ball tipped away by Estes. Great hustle play. He is unable to keep the ball in bounds. Trying to go behind Lasko for the steal.
Estes, another quick player, really just snuck up on Lasko, tried to have a steal from the back. Tipped it out of bounds, but if he would have had more space, that would have been a successful steal, and it still was a great effort.
Pearl inbounds inside to Tripp. Tripp no good. Ball is out of bounds. Will go back to Kohelet. Great interior defense by the smaller guys. Benjamini has been taken out of the game, as I said before. That is his third foul. Foul trouble is going to be a big part of this game.
Still good defense by Bierig as he has the ball now. Passes it out to Estes.
Estes drives. Nice pass, but he is unable to hold the Bierig, that is. Picked up by Lasko. Throws it up. Nice outlet pass to Pearl. Pearl, Eurostep ball tipped away by Greenberg, and the ball is out of bounds to Katz. Great defense there by Greenberg.
Yeah, really excellent defense there by Greenberg to strip the Storm of the ball and stop the fast break. Although they did get the ball back, the Kings are able to collect their defense and try to stop the bucket.
Lasko setting up the offense, being guarded by Bierig. Lasko looks inside for Kahana, the big man, and the ball is off his hands, unable to hold it. I like the idea that Katz has been trying to go inside. They clearly have the advantage in there.
Right, and we got word from our sideline reporter, Zach Schulman, that the Kohelet Coach Eli Katz, is just trying to stress smarter plays on offense to avoid the turnovers. That's definitely wise words.
Greenberg off the mark from three, and an over-the-back call on Katz will keep the ball down here on the Kohelet side. Great box out there by Bierig. Man, he's going up against some trees there. 6-foot Berger, 6'3" Tripp, 6'2" Kahana, and he's able to get that box out and get that foul called. And that is the fourth foul. No, looks like the first foul on Katz as the ball is tipped away, picked up by Portnoy, puts it up to Lasko. Lasko lays it up and in to inflate this lead to the largest lead of the game of 9 points.
Excellent move there, despite being double teamed on that fast break. It's always challenging to go up on that, but he executed perfectly.
Bierig swings it to the corner to Melman. Melman, nice pass to Greenberg. He goes up and he is fouled by Kahana. About a half a foot height difference between Kahana and Greenberg. Greenberg standing at 5'8", and Kahana standing at 6'2".
It's actually very impressive of both teams that Kohelet with almost 40 points and Katz with almost 50 points, despite there being only 1 3 throughout the whole game. That's not something we see in basketball these days, as Greenberg hits a free throw, and it's just very impressive that these teams are able to stay aggressive without shooting so many threes.
Yeah, we really haven't seen so many threes at all. I mean, we've seen Greenberg shoot a couple of them this half, unable to fall. He gets back inside and he calmly sinks the second one to put it back in within reach in 7.
Usually when you have such a fast-paced offense like the Kings, similar to the Rockets, you put up a ton of threes, but as we said, they have only put up 2 in the whole game. They did miss both, but still only putting up 2 threes is very little.
3 up by Berger is no good, and it will go back to Katz as the ball goes out of bounds.
I guess Berger heard our advice, but he was not able to execute as he airballed that 3.
Berger's still fighting out there. Even making mistakes, he's still trying to get out there and make a difference in the team, which he has. You know, big part of the reason why this Katz team is up is because Berger's aggressiveness and ability to get inside.
Yeah, on a little bit of a different note, we talked about fan expectation in the pregame show, and there's a great turnout for the Katz Storm here, considering the game started out only 10 a.m. Still a lot of people out here. They are an out-of-town school, and they're still seeing a huge fan base.
Nice block by Portnoy. Leads to a fast break. Tipped away from Lasko to Greenberg, and Greenberg is out of bounds. Great aggressive play by Greenberg. Greenberg, man, he looks like like I said before, he stands tall at 5'8", but he is super aggressive. Ball tipped away, picked up by Melman. Melman throws it up to Bierig. Bierig looking for the fast break, which they've been doing all game. Bierig goes up for the layup, and it is blocked out of bounds for the second time in a row. And the ball will stay here in Kohelet's side.
It's interesting to mention that at one time, the Katz, at several times actually, the Katz team had 5 players on the court that were at Step It Up, and Kohelet had 2. So that's 7 out of the 10 players that had attended Step It Up.
Lifshot's inside, unable to make it fall. And Tripp get with the rebound, gives it up to Portnoy. Portnoy looking for a guard to give it to, does not want to get it stolen from. And Lasko will set up the offense, being guarded by Esses. To Lasko. Long 3 by Pearl is off the front rim. Offensive rebound again by Portnoy. Portnoy puts it up and in with no contest.
We saw a little bit of that inside aggression by him in the first quarter as he had an offensive rebound and a big bucket inside, and a little bit more of it now. Let's hope to see a little bit more of it for the rest of the game.
And another foul called on the overly aggressive Katz team on the double. Esses was able to get out of it, foul on the floor. And interesting developing story here. That's Jonah Tripp's 4th foul.
Yeah, like I mentioned as we were heading into halftime, you do not want a key guy fouling out. But now we see Tripp going to the bench. He's in foul trouble. That's definitely a situation his coaches did not want to happen. So that's a downside of playing so aggressive. The refs are going to call you out on some of your aggression, and you're going to get called for fouls, and you might have to sit for a big chunk of the third and maybe even the fourth quarter.
Well, Coach Udowitz making a decision to stick with Portnoy. Not a bad decision, knowing how this game has gone. Bierig pump fakes, kicks it out to Lifshutz. Lifshutz puts it up, no good. Scramble for the ball, picked up by Portnoy, picked up by Schulman. Schulman drives up the floor and taken away by Greenberg. Great play by Greenberg. Greenberg looking to push. 4-on-1 fast break. Behind the back pass.
Ooh.
Knocked away from Bierig. Picked up by Betesh. Betesh. His pass is knocked away and almost stolen by Melman.
That steal by Greenberg was excellent. It was a great effort. The Katz fans did think it was a foul from our point of view. It looked like a clean steal, and just another example of all the effort shown by the Kohelet players who find themselves down 9 here in the middle of the third quarter with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Now, we got to hand it to the refs. You know, they're letting him play. This is a great game. We see in the beginning of this first half, in the first 3 minutes or so, it seemed like it went a long time because there were just so many fouls called. Now the refs, they're letting him play. Great defense by Greenberg. I totally agree. That was a 50-50 ball. Greenberg definitely was not a foul. Great play by Greenberg, that flashy behind the back pass. Maybe he could have done something less flashy and got an easier look because Bierig eventually got blocked and the ball went back to Katz.
But as you mentioned about the referees, when one team comes out and is playing very aggressive, they will call them out on the fouls. But in this game that we're seeing, both teams came out. They're both showing aggression. And the refs, like you said, they're just letting them play. And as viewers, we appreciate this so much because there's nothing worse than a game with a foul every other play. And that's not what we're seeing here. We're seeing aggression. We're seeing players fighting for the ball, fighting to get the rebound, fighting for their buckets. And it's just showing a way more aggressive game. And it's a lot more exciting for us.
Coach Katz, not Katz Storm, but Coach Katz for the Kohelet, he has a big decision here. You know, they're down by 9, late in the third. When is he going to put Benjamini back in the game with those 3 fouls? That's always a huge problem for coaches around. As the ball is inbounded from Schulman to Betesh. Nice pass. Defensive lapse from the Kohelet side, and he puts it up to make this lead a double-digit one.
Betesh completely just flew by the defense on that play and found himself wide open. Another tribute to his excellent speed as Greenberg puts it up and is no good.
Great play by Greenberg there, making, loose ball, tipping it to his teammates. And it looks like there's a foul called on Katz. Greenberg has been, man, these players, I say they're everywhere because they really are everywhere. We see on both sides of the floor, whether it's Berger on the Katz side, Benjamini on the Kohelet side, they're everywhere.
And it's not something you see in every game, Just play the Kings out here playing as a unit.
As a shot missed by Bierig, offensive rebound attempt by Greenberg, but he pushed off, and the ball will go back to Katz. Ball inbounded to Lasko, being guarded tight by Esses. Quickly gets past him. A little bit of a fast break. Schulman drives. Nice dump off to Portnoy. Portnoy misses the layup, gets his own offensive rebound, puts it up, and puts it in. Nice play by the big man going to his reverse side. And the ball is inbounded to Melman. Melman, risky pass to Lifshutz, back to Melman. Melvin to Greenberg. Nice pass to Esses. Esses puts it up and puts it in.
That play we just saw by Portnoy put him in double digits. He's now the second player on the Storm in double digits. He's joined by Lasko. As the fast break by the Katz, the layup is up. It's no good.
Ball scrambled, picked up by Lifshutz. Lifshutz looking to push as he's done all game. Greenberg hesitates, pushes guy out of the way, and the foul is called on the floor. Great aggressive play by Greenberg. He is fearless. I honestly thought he was going to pull up for 3 there, but his aggressive intentions, that was not going to happen.
Yeah, you know, basketball analysts talk a lot about the intangibles and the things that don't show up on the stat sheet. And Greenberg out here, he has 7 points, but the rest of his stats aren't looking so impressive. But from our point of view, he's making a huge impact on the game. And that's what we talk about when we say intangibles, as he is controlling the ball for the Kings.
Greenberg, seniors, swings it to Esses, to Melman. Melman drives, nice pass to number 24, just checks into the game. And 1, that is Daniel Alkness.
An instant impact by him.
Probably he's the tallest player on this team. First time getting into the game, making an instant impact with Benjamini in foul trouble. And this could cut the lead to 8. Big play there. Great pass by the freshman Melman.
This is a big free throw here. It could be a big momentum shifter, and the Kings definitely need that as they miss a free throw.
Picked up by Schulman. Charging up the floor with no hesitation. Puts it up. Puts it in. Schulman, he is feeling good right now after just completely breaking down that Kohelet defense to put it up back to a double-digit lead. Melman being double-teamed. Gives it to Greenberg. Greenberg, nice pass again. And that is a travel called. Right call there by the refs. Hard angle from the ref there as he was on the opposite side. But
yeah, the junior center, Alkness, not so happy with that call, but you're just going to have to live with it. When you just get into the game, the refs don't have a feel for how you play, and that's just what happens sometimes.
Well, you did a little bunny hop, and you can see, as he had no momentum going towards the basket, that would be an obvious travel call. As Batesh gets to the floor, picked up by Lasko. Lasko puts up a floater, and it is good. Man, that one nearly hit the ceiling. Great play by the smaller Lasko to get it over the taller defenders. Melman tries to replicate it, but he is no good, and the ball will be out of bounds. Back to Katz as Katz continues to go on this furious third quarter run as they have outscored Kohelet by 10 points in this quarter.
That was Lasko's 14th point, and that puts him, he's not the leading scorer in the game, but he is the second leading scorer, definitely the leading scorer for the Storm as he's controlling the ball, bringing it up the court.
Esses guarding him tightly. Nice pass to Portnoy. Portnoy looking to drive. Oh, and the nice move by the big man Portnoy. Over Greenberg. I told you about that height advantage. He was really using his speed as the ball is stolen again. Picked up by Lasko. The layup is no good. Esses with the rebound. Pushing up to Lifshutz. Lifshutz goes up without fear, and he is fouled. Looked like a clean block. But that is the call from the ref as he will head to the line to shoot 2.
Portnoy very upset with the call, but that bucket that we just saw on the other side by him, that is just an example of his versatility. When we saw him come into the game, we saw here's a big guy, but we didn't realize we were going to see flashy plays like that.
Yeah, Portnoy definitely fired up. He's really feeling it right now. When you make a move like that, doesn't matter if you're 0 for 20 or 20 for 20 in the game, that's going to bring you into the game a lot. And now Portnoy checks out of the game, getting a loud ovation from the crowd as number 13, Max Lewis, checks back into the game. Lifshutz sinks both free throws as the lead is back down to 13. Batesh breaking the press on his own, being guarded by Greenberg. Looks like Kohelet will look for the double team. Nope. Greenberg playing way off Batesh as the shot clock is off. 24 seconds left in the quarter. Katz, 13-point lead. Batesh drives. Nice scoop. No good. Ball picked up by Max. Rebound by Lifshutz. That 3 missed by Schulman. 9 seconds left. Greenberg throws it up to Esses. Esses puts up the layup. It's no good. Picked up by the big man. No good. Picked up again. 1 second left. Puts it up, and it is no good. He was looking for a foul call, but with 13 seconds left, down by 13 going into the fourth quarter, the Kohelet coach is not happy. And we will go to a commercial, and we will see you back for the beginning of the fourth quarter. and we are back here live at the Max Stern Athletic Center for the opening game of the 2018 Red Sarachek Tournament, Tier 2 qualifier between the Katz Kings and the Katz Storm and the Kohelet Kings. All these K's, they're tripping me up here.
Yeah, and we got word from our sideline reporter, Quacky Schulman, that the Katz coach, Coach Yudowitz, is looking for more ball movement on offense. That's definitely something that could help out the Storm extend this lead and really seal the game. They are up 13, but we've seen plenty of comebacks way bigger than this, so they could really use that ball movement, get some more open shots that they've been hitting in this game for their team.
And now, someone who I talked about a lot last quarter, Benjamini, is back into the game. He really makes a difference on the court. As we can see, they outscored him by 10 points that quarter. And there's a 3-point game. Kohelet really had struggle scoring, only scoring 8 points in that quarter, or 10 points that quarter, where Katz scored a lot, 10 points more than that.
Let's hope he's able to bring that scoring into the fourth quarter. It's crucial now.
Lifshutz holding the ball, and the call. Looks like we have a
loose keeper.
Loose keeper timeout. Shout out to Clip Keepers. I guess we call that a Clip Keeper timeout.
I guess that's the official name for it from now on in the tournament.
Hopefully we won't have many more of those. Benjamini swings it to Lifshutz. Lifshutz to the corner to Melman. Melman almost stolen back to Lifshutz. Nice pass to Estes. Estes aggressive inside. Ball will not fall. Picked up by number 23, Brandon Munter. Schulman, full head of steam, loses the handle. Nice pass to Kahana. Kahana cannot finish the layup. Kahana scrambles for the ball, picks it up, puts it up, and offensive foul. Benjamini again.
It's a good call by the refs. It's very easy to have an offensive foul when you're twice the size of the guy you're going up against. Number 15 on the Kings. Melman, just a freshman, going up against Kahana, the junior center, who's 6'2".
Ball swung back to Greenberg at the top of the key. Back to Lifshutz. They need to be patient on these offensive possessions. Estes corner three. It is good for the first three-pointer of the game from Estes to bring this game into a 10-point lead. Ball on the floor. Loose ball picked up by Katz. Schulman picks it up. Full head of steam. He's got a 4-on-1 fast break. Gives it to Kahana. Kahana puts it up. No good again. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. No good. And he had 3 misses in a row. Picked up by Benjamini. Benjamini almost stolen by Lasko. Great defense there by the Kohelet Kings.
And that 3 we saw from Estes was actually the first of the game for the Kings as a whole.
Lifshutz is fouled going hard to the basket.
A bit of an aggressive foul by Kahana. Probably a bit frustrated by those 3 misses, but the Kings were just not allowing him to beat them up, just matching his size on the inside with their heart.
Lifshutz stepping up to the line. Kind of disappeared a little bit in that second quarter. I mean, the whole Kohelet team pretty much disappeared in that third quarter when the lead expanded. Tripp coming back to the game with 4 fouls. Oh, and Kahana has fouled out of the game.
But the Kings now with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Lifshutz calmly sinks the first free throw to cut this lead back to single digits.
He could cut it down to 8 now with this free throw. He puts it up, and it is good. The lead is now cut down to 8 points as Betesh inbounds the ball.
Stolen by Melman, knocked away, picked up by Greenberg. It is blocked by Betesh, man. He got up for that block. Picked up by Schulman. He's been heated this whole entire game, going up and down the court. Lasko fakes, drives, puts it up, and he is fouled. That's a big foul. I'm pretty sure that's on Benjamini. That would be his 4th. Interesting decision what the coach wants to do. Yeah, that is Benjamini's 5th foul. And it looks like he is fouled out of the game. Big loss for Kohelet.
Yeah, it looked like the Kings were looking to him for a little bit of leadership and definitely some scoring in this fourth quarter, but they'll just have to do without him for now.
Coach Katz giving him a little bit of advice. As the first free throw is missed by Lasko. That's going to be huge for this team. I think, with Benjamini, their big men out, I feel like Kohelet should start shooting a little bit more threes. Estes, he's a fantastic three-point shooter. I saw him a lot last year. He hit a bunch of threes as Lasko knocks down the second. This could really be a big aspect to their game that could eventually bring him back. As Greenberg drives in aggressive, puts it up, and puts it in. Great play by Greenberg. Adjustment in midair over against the taller Tripp, who also has 4 fouls. He needs to be careful. A lot of fouls this game. Betesh breaking the press, gives it up to Lasko. Lasko runs into his own guy, and the ball is out of bounds. Back to Kohelet with a 7-point deficit. Cut it to possibly 4.
We saw in that play that Betesh is just not feeling the pressure of this game right now. He went up for that block on Greenberg. Beautiful block. Betesh looks like a smallish point guard type of player, but when he goes up for a block like that, it even looks like Lonzo Ball with his blocking ability.
Greenberg, mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Betesh. Throws an outlet pass to Munter. Munter goes up, lays it up, no good. Ball, and there's a foul, and I believe that is on Tripp, and that is his 5th. Third player, it's a foul out of this game.
Well, that must be an opening game record here at Sarachek. 3 players to foul out, still with a lot of time left in the 4th quarter.
Kohelet will go to the line for 1-1.
Katz already with 9 fouls as a team, putting Kohelet in the bonus.
Now it looks like a timeout is called by Katz. He really needs to tell his team, listen, we were up by 15 earlier. They cut it in half. You know, we got to settle down, okay? We just lost 2 big guys on our team. Portnoy needs to step up. You know, guys need to step up. Be careful with the ball. And that's the most interesting thing about this year's tournament and last year's tournament is that they can't just hold the ball with such a big lead. They have to put up the shot because of the new shot clock. And I think that makes the game a lot more exciting.
Yeah, it's something that us announcers talk about and mention a lot because it's such a big difference in the games. And in the tournament as a whole, it definitely changes the results of the games. A lot of teams feel more comfortable holding the ball, passing it around, trying to swing it, finding an open shot. But this new shot clock isn't allowing for that. It's forcing the players to have a more fast-paced offense, be more aggressive on defense because it's a shorter period of time that they're on defense, so they have the energy for it. And it forces more turnovers, more fast breaks, and it's just more exciting and better for the tournament as a whole as Greenberg is getting ready to shoot his first and cut down the lead to just 6.
Greenberg misses the front of a 1-1. Big shot there. And the rebound is corralled by Katz, and Lasko will control the ball. Brings it up, being guarded by Bierig. Bierig done a solid job on Lasko all game, you know, forcing that pass there. Ball knocked away, picked up by the freshman, Melman. Melman gives up to Greenberg. Greenberg swings it up to Essis. Essis decides not to shoot. Euro stepping, and nice play by Essis. I honestly thought he was going to shoot that 3, but he made a nice move to get it inside.
And good decision there as Portnoy had no answer for that Euro step.
I think Portnoy is also in foul trouble. Essis on the defense. Ball looked like it went to the backcourt. Shulman full head of steam, and he lays it up and in again as he's done so many times this game.
Great play by him. It seems that when the Storm are just in need of any type of bucket, Shulman has come through for them.
Definitely, either Shulman or Berger. Greenberg to lift shots, is fouled, and he will go to the line for 2, whether it was a shooting foul or not. They're in the double bonus.
Portnoy wasn't happy with that call, but when you're twice, like I said earlier, when you're twice the size of your opponent, you got to be careful with how you're placing your body because a lot of times you're going to get called out for the foul, and you do not want to be in foul trouble when 2 of your teammates have fouled out, and a bunch of your other teammates are also in foul trouble as the first free throw is missed.
Yeah, that first free throw, they need that. Luckily, he was in the double bonus. Let's see if he can bounce back. Put a little bit more power into that, as that one was just short. Lift shots. Makes the second one as it rolls around the rim to cut it to 6 with under 5 left to go in this opening game of the 2018 27th Annual Red Sarachek Tournament. Shulman, full head of steam. Nice pass, and ball knocked away by Greenberg. Pass from Berger, try to get it into Portnoy. He saw a little bit of a crease, but Greenberg quickly got his hands in there. Active hands, big part of this game today.
Yeah, the pass was a good idea, but Berger said not today as Betesh makes a layup.
Nice adjustment in midair by Betesh.
And that's not the
Greenberg.
first time he makes a layup off of the inbound pass.
Essis looking to drive, pump fake, nice move, misses the layup, and there is a foul called going down the other way as great play by Berger getting his body in there and drawing the foul.
Despite the foul, that is the second time that Essis put the moves on Portnoy. He's just having an easy time down there faking out the Storm bigs.
And we have another Clip Keepa official timeout as Berger loses his keepa. Cliff Keepa sponsoring this year's Sarachek Keepa, as they usually do. Looking good with the black outline in the gray center. Ball inbounded to Berger. Back to Schulman, being guarded tight by Esses. Schulman breaks the press again. Kicks it out to Betesh. Betesh cannot control a little bit of a, or sorry, that's not Betesh, that's Lasko. A little bit of a off pass from Schulman. Got a little too jumpy there, and Lasko's unable to hold it.
Right now, the Kings just need to settle down and get quick buckets. They are down by 8 right now with 4 minutes left. It's still a game, but they really need to keep their head leveled if they want to come back into it.
Esses will go to the line for 2 after another foul is called, as the 4th foul on Lasko.
These are 2 key free throws. They really need these if they want to get back in the game and possibly win this game.
And as he steps to the line, we will talk a little bit more about Cliff Keepas. You know, they sponsored the tournament year in and year out. I played in the tournament in 2012 and 13, and always the most exciting thing, besides for the actual basketball tournament, was the keepas that we got. Even if you didn't go to a tournament, you always had the opportunity to grab one of those clip keepas because they were so cool and so revolutionary. As Esses misses the first but makes the second, and Lasko, ball into Lasko, looking to push, guarded by Greenberg. Here comes Esses, pokes the ball away, the ball is out of bounds, stays with Katz.
As Katz is getting ready to inbound the ball.
Open 3 by Berger, no good. Ball tipped up by Betesh, picked up by Portnoy, no good, picked by Bierig. Bierig looking to push. Nice outlet pass to Esses, who cannot control it, and the ball will go out of bounds. Betesh drives right past Bierig, looks to settle down. Pass from Lasko to Berger. Berger puts it up and in to make it a 9-point game.
Shows his strength on the inside as he gets that bucket.
Still waiting for Kohelet to start shooting some more threes. Lifshitz looking for Greenberg inside, and he puts it up in a nice play by Greenberg to cut it to 7 with under 4 minutes to go. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this one. Next game we have Fuchs Mizrahi Mayhem from Cleveland against the Mesivta of Philadelphia.
Making their debut in the Sarachek tournament is the Mesivta of Philly. We look to see how they play without Sarachek experience.
Great pass into Portnoy as he draws the foul, and he will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. Great ball movement there from Weinbaum, something that we really haven't been able to see from both sides because it's just been fast break after fast break. We really haven't seen so much half-court offense. We haven't been able to really establish, the ball movement and the chemistry each players have as a timeout is called by Katz.
And yeah, that fast break mentality of this game is probably also why we haven't seen so many threes. Nowadays in the NBA, it is a trend to shoot a 3 on a fast break, but it's very challenging. And these high school level players may not be as skilled in doing that when playing out here in Sarachek.
Yeah, definitely. And we're seeing a big contributor in Daniel Portnoy, not only with his scoring, but with his defense. I think he has about 3 or 4 blocks, stepping in there for Kahana and Tripp, who previously fouled out earlier in this quarter. That's something you need to do. We talked about that in the pregame, where who's going to step up? Who's going to be that guy to come in and make an impact when you lose a player?
Exactly. And one notable player to mention right now that has been playing just with great effort all game for the Storm is Jacob Schulman. He plays at the shooting guard position, but throughout the season he averaged 4.5 assists. And we've also seen out here today, he's great at just finding his teammates when they're open for a bucket and are looking for the ball. We saw it on a couple fast breaks on regular plays, and now as Portnoy gets ready to shoot a free throw.
Free throw's up, and it is no good. Oh, it looks like it was a shooting foul, as it should have been a 1-and-1, but a shooting foul, so he will get another shot. I'd like to thank our sponsor. Max Live would like to acknowledge our sponsor, Cadet Marketing, for supplying with our new shirts and paraphernalia Visit cadetmarketing.com for more information. As Portnoy misses the second. Big misses there. With a little bit over 3 seconds left. Greenberg, 4-on-1, puts it up. No good. A little bit of a reckless shot. Picked up by Portnoy quickly to Betesh. Betesh, nice fake crossover to get past Melman. Melman and Esses double teaming Berger. No foul called there. Looked a little bit chippy there to Lewis. Lewis back to Betesh. Betesh, seems like they're really conserving time. Berger kicks it out to Lewis. Lewis for 3. No good. Long rebound picked up by Esses. Esses looking to push. Almost tipped away. Gives it out to Greenberg. Pass inside to Lifshutz. Swung out to Bierig. And that is a travel called.
See, on that play, I thought that was way wiser of Esses to slow down and try to wait for his teammates to show up, as opposed to the last play where Greenberg just kind of stormed in and tried to power through 4 Storm defenders. And although the Esses decision didn't end in a bucket, it had a lot more potential than Greenberg's decision.
Well, Kohelet's missing their big man. Katz is also missing their big man, but they're still significantly bigger as there's a foul called on Kohelet. And I'm still waiting to see more three-point shooters for Esses. So I mean, more three-point shots for the Kohelet team, Esses especially, as he's nailed a shot earlier in this half.
He looked like he was open on a previous play for a 3, but his team is just not doing a good job of finding him. Maybe it's the lack of Benjamini that's kind of causing their difficulty with their chemistry.
And it looks like a lane violation by Berger as his free throw missed, but the ball will go back to Kohelet with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in this game. 7-point lead. And a little bit confusion. Should be a Kohelet ball. It was a 1-and-1. It was a violation, so counts the automatic miss. Ball will go back to Kohelet.
Even though you're up 7 here with 2.5 minutes, that's a very costly mistake. That's not something you want to do, and that's definitely something that's going to upset the coaching staff, as Kohelet has a chance here to cut the lead down to 5. But the bucket from Lipschitz, no good.
And the ball will go back to Katz. Man, they need to maximize on these possessions. They can continuously try to pound it inside.
The Kings are just a little frustrated.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit frustrated, but I think they can hit the 3, even though they've only shot about 5 today. They made 1 of them, and I really feel like they can make them. They should try to free up Esses. Esses not really wanting to shoot it. Maybe that'll be something next game if this game does not go their way. Great pass to Portnoy. He puts it up and no good. Rebound by Greenberg. Outlet pass to Esses. Up ahead. Esses gets the ball, and he is out of bounds again.
Just another frustrating play for the Kings here. Esses very fast to get that pass. Was a little ahead of him, but because of that, he had to step out of bounds.
Yeah, Greenberg telling him, you got to go to the basket. I'm throwing it to the basket, and a Euro step attempt by Berger it does not work out. The ball is tipped away off of Berger and back to the Kohelet Kings. With under 2 minutes to play, 7-point game. 1 3-pointer makes this a game because there's the 35-second shot clocks. Not so many possessions left as the ball is tipped away, picked up by Betesh, and he will lay it up and in. No foul called, but that will make it a 9-point lead. Big bucket and big steal by Betesh, who's been fantastic this entire game at breaking the press. Bierig pump fakes, puts up the 3, no good, but he will go to the line for 3 free throws. Finally, they look to be shooting 3s.
These are 3 huge free throws for the Kings here, as they could potentially cut the lead down to just 6, and they could try to do their best to come back on this Storm team that is missing some key players because of fouls.
Ben Shoshan looks to be checking back into the game. I saw Coach Katz was talking to him intensely, probably telling him, get in there, play great defense, and you never know, he might put up a couple 3s.
As Bierig misses the first free throw that we talked about were so crucial, but he still has 2 left and could still potentially cut the lead back down to 7.
Nails the second free throw, and then cuts it to an 8-point lead.
Still a glimmer of hope here for the Kings, but the Cats are on top here by 8 with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the game. As fans pour into the gym for the upcoming game.
Fuchs Mizrahi and Nasifta. As there is a lane violation, Bierig tried to make a good hustle play, but he is unable to as he missed the free throw, got an offensive rebound.
He only converts on 1 of the 3.
Will go back to Katz.
Now the Storm inbounding, full court press by the Kings.
Betesh with the ball. Ill-advised pass picked up by Lasko. Lasko swung to Berger. They should be patient with these possessions. Looked like Kohelet's bringing on a lot of pressure. Lasko breaks the press, breaks the double team, gives up to Betesh. Back to Berger. Quick passes here. Shulman, with no one near him, can drain a little bit more of the clock, and a foul is called on Melman, and that will put Betesh at the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Definitely not the player you want at the line.
Shooting 1-on-1, I'm sorry. First free throw is up, and it is good.
As we just hear that the three-point shootout is beginning just after this game, both between the Kohelet Kings and the Katz Storm, and the Mizrahi Mayhem and the Mesivta of Philly.
Betesh looking to make this a 10-point lead. Nails the second. Such a soft touch. We see that with him. We see it with his brother Ralph. Such great shooters, such great players.
And don't forget to mention their sister Laura, an excellent shooter too.
And their sister Laura also.
Just a star-studded family.
Greenberg drives it inside, puts it up, and one. Count the basket. Big play by Greenberg. And that will cut the lead to 8. Let's see if he can knock down this free throw. It looks like it may not be a little too late after all.
As he's getting ready to shoot the free throw, we see a little bit of disappointment in the Kings' eyes here because they are down by 8 with 40 seconds left. A little bit of encouragement to them. You can still do it. There's still time with this shot clock and fouling. If you just pray on to have some missed free throws, you could still do this.
As he makes the free throw to make it a 7-point game. And a timeout called. And, with 40 seconds left, 7-point game, this is going to be up to Katz to knock down their free throws and ice the game.
We saw some great play by Katz here. And I look, assuming they win this game, they're doing what we talked about in the pregame. They're proving themselves in Tier 2, trying to show to everyone they really belong in Tier 1, and they should have deserved a Tier 1 run like they had last year. Although it ended a little bit earlier than expected last year, this year they do have the potential to come out and bring the Tier 2 crown home. And it looks like that's what they're focused on, and that's what they're going to try and do.
Yeah, definitely. And they have to be, but Kohelet also, they have to be smart. We've seen a bunch of times when they get a loose ball or a steal or a rebound, they throw it up ahead, and more often than not, it just results in a turnover. And that, with a 7-point game, you make 1 or 2 of those baskets, that makes all the difference in this game. That could be a 3-point game right there. Hold the ball. You don't have to foul. And, you could try to get a last-second shot off, but just a lot of unill-advised passes, and that just did not go the Kohelet way.
There's a pro and a con to every single offense you're trying to run, and when you're running a fast-paced offense, kind of like the Houston Rockets, there are going to be some missed passes as Betesh is coming down.
Betesh on the floor, picked up by Lifshutz. Great steal. Lifshutz dribbling up the floor, ball knocked away. Kicks it out to Estes off his foot, picked up. Great hustle play. A lot of great hustle play. Picked up by Lifshutz, and a timeout is called by Katz. Ball went one way, ball went the other way. Bodies on the floor.
It looks like the refs missed the clip, keep a timeout, but in a intense play like that with 24 seconds left and a semi-close game, you can't afford to call that timeout. And instead, the Kings call a real timeout as one of their players was on the floor holding the ball and wanted to ensure that he retained that ball, as every single second is crucial here for the Kings to try and pull out with this win over the Katz Yeshiva High School Storm from Boca Raton, Florida.
They need it. They need to shoot the 3 ball. They cannot be afraid. Being down 7, 24 seconds left, they have the ball coming out. We'll see. I'm expecting to see a quick 3 from them.
Just like you said, as our sideline reporter, Quacky Shulman, otherwise known as Dr. Q, he lets us know that Kohelet is trying to finish aggressive. Part of being aggressive is putting up a 3, but you got to hit that. So we're looking to SS to hopefully hit a 3 here, bring his team back into the game, and for the rest of the Kings to finish aggressive.
And just that being said, an unill-advised pass stolen by Betesh. He will go to the line to ice this game. He has been so great this whole entire game. Betesh, only a junior. We'll probably see him next year. He has been absolutely great, breaking the press, making nice passes. And let's hope I don't jinx him here. But he's been very smooth on his free throws.
Yeah, just a bit of a bright future for the Storm here with Shulman returning next year. Betesh, a player that a couple of players we weren't able to see like Zach and Lewis, but Pearl will be back. Another player.
That is Betesh misses both. Greenberg, long 3 ball. It is no good. Loose ball. It will go out of bounds. Stay with Kohelet. Quick shout out to my parents watching in Columbus, Ohio as this game winds down. I said I would give them a shout out. I almost forgot. Would not be good when I go home for Pesach, but I got it in. Here's Bierig, steps in, shoots the long 3. He nails it. Just like I said, to cut it to 4 with 6 seconds left. Ball up in the air, picked up by Portnoy. 3, 2, Betesh gives it, and that is the game.
What a game for the Storm.
Whether that basket counted or not, the final score is 71-62, Katz over Kohelet.
We now send you to commercial break. We'll meet you back here at the Max Stern Athletic Center for a post-game